Legit or not, when we go back to the NBA, I don't know if you're aware of this, but when Kyrie hit that fadeaway to win it, Steph Curry wasn't on the court. Now, he was asked about that. Take a listen to this.
You weren't on the floor in the final possession when Kyrie hit the jumper. Does that frustrate you at all? Or
Yeah.
you say something to Steve about it, or you just kind of?
No. Shit's called, obviously, but you love the competitive nature. You want to be out there trying to make a play. So that'll never die in me.
Oh, Rumph. Whoa. Quite heard that before. I like it. Honest. Yeah. Bothered me. Is it legit or not that the Warriors, and specifically Steve Kerr, they don't trust Steph Curry's defense?
No, it's legit. He's not a great defender. That's just the way it goes. I think a lot of teams look at this unbelievable offensive juggernaut that is the Warriors, and you say, okay, well, we're probably not going to beat him this way. We're probably not going to beat him this way. How do we get after him? Where is that chink in the armor? Because it looks like such an intimidating suit of armor they wear. Where is that chink in the armor? Well, maybe one is their defense. And if their defense, while Draymond and you know, in last year's scenario, Andrew Bogut, Harrison Barnes, certainly Klay Thompson.
Got some guys that can D.
Now Barnes and Bogut are out, but you still have some very good isolated defenders.
Yep.
But you also have some weaker links on the defensive side of things, and I don't think anyone who watches the NBA would tell you that Steph Curry is a plus defender. He's not an above-average defender. He's average at best, probably below average. And that being said, then you got to try to attack him, which on the flip side for Steve Kerr means I got to try to protect my team and one of my best players by not putting him in positions to fail.
Do you make anything of his comments after the game? I mean, most guys would say, like we heard, Draymond's and others, you know, I'll answer that, address it later. But that bothers me.
I don't make too much about it. I think that's him being honest. I think what he said following that up, you know, I think it bothered him in a sense that it's not, you know, Coach Kerr really pisses me off. He's a jerk for doing that. I think it bothers him because he knows, look, my defense it can be a little suspect. It can be a little bit of a worry to my coaching staff and my teammates to where I was not on the floor. That bothers me. I want to be out there trying to make a play. And I think the way he clarified it by saying, you know, I want to try to be out there as much as possible to try to make plays for my team. Obviously, we're used to him doing that on the offensive side. On the defensive side, he's got to pick it up. And I think this should be a bit of humble pie for Steph Curry, who everything has gone so swimmingly for Steph Curry over the past couple of years, up until the finals last year, and certainly life after Kevin Durant comes to town. You got to learn how to adjust and figure out a way to still contribute and still be the best possible player for this team that you can. And for him, part of that is going to be getting better on the defensive side.
What's amazing to me is we're talking about a two-time defending MVP, and he is not even thought of anymore in that realm. I mean, he is an afterthought when we talk about MVP, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if he finishes in the top 10.
Right? A two-time defending MVP.
First unanimous.
He's just dropping off the face of the NBA world. It's because Kevin Durant's there. I get it. Another former MVP. But this is bizarre. And when I hear that, I start to think, we got some cracks. We got some things happening here. And I'd be a little bit taken aback, too. Like, we won an NBA title. We had a 3-1 lead in the finals. And then we go get somebody else to come finish what I already had finished a year earlier. And now my shine is just being taken away.
Without a doubt. If I'm Cleveland, I'm loving hearing that. If I'm San Antonio, I'm loving hearing that. And yes, don't think for 1 second, the same way they attack your weaknesses, I'm getting the ball to whoever Steph Curry is guarding, and I'm saying get after 30. Take him to school. Take him down low, beat him up, bruise him up, a lot of backing him down, and show him who the man is, and get down there and show him that he needs to be better defensively, or else Kerr's got to pull him. Because, look, the same way a bad free throw shooter, it helps the opponent when you're going up against a big man that can't shoot late. Oh, Drummond's got to go out. DeAndre Jordan's got to go out. That helps you on the other side. If no Steph Curry, because you can't count on him to defend, then that means it's going to be harder to sub in, sub out, and have him in for some key offensive possessions.